This is the deep dive prediction and breakdown for the fight between current UFC bantamweight champion Petr Yan and challenger Aljamain Sterling. Should be an epic matchup in a fight that I cannot wait to see. Let's talk about both fighters. First, talk about the challenger, Aljamain Sterling. You have a very creative and unorthodox striker, somebody who likes to switch his stances, and he's also extremely dangerous on the ground with excellent submission skills. Now, for Petr Yan, you have a Thai-style striker, excellent kickboxing skills. He switches stances well. Also, he's very creative on the feet, and he's patient with his attack, and he's also extremely fast. Now, keys to victory for the champion Petr Yan are going to be patience, landing clean strikes and counters, and wearing down Aljamain Sterling with a volume and body attack. We saw his last fight against Jose Aldo, wore him down, stopped him in the 5th round, and what was an excellent performance. For Aljamain Sterling, he needs to be creative, but don't overextend himself. He gets awkward at times and could potentially leave himself open to a counter from Yan, so he needs to be careful there. He also needs to use that range advantage. As far as height goes, he will have an advantage in the reach rather than the height. They're the same height, 5'7", but 71-inch reach Aljamain Sterling brings into this fight, whereas Petr Yan only has a 67-inch reach. 4-inch advantage is definitely significant. He also potentially should look to get this fight to the mat. Don't force takedowns, but attempt them. See what Petr Yan offers for takedown defense, and when they get to the mat, potentially Sterling could lock up something. If you look in his last fight, quickly submitted Corey Sandhagen, who's a very well-rounded mixed martial artist. Now, there are advantages for both men. Some of Yan's advantage are going to be speed, as well as his technical kickboxing skills, and he's also extremely hard to hit. He keeps his hands up high and moves out of range very well. For Aljamain Sterling, creativity is definitely an advantage he brings in here, and unorthodoxness. He also has the length advantage and his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. His submission skills are very good, and he could potentially catch Petr Yan in something. I believe it's going to be an interesting matchup. How I see the fight playing out, Yan being very technical, he will slowly break Aljamain Sterling down. Sterling being the more creative and unorthodox fighter, I do believe is going to land some clean strikes in this matchup and have his moments. But Yan will do more damage, wearing down Aljamain Sterling over the course of 5 rounds. I think we see a late stoppage here. This fight doesn't go 5. It may go into the 5th. But we're going to see a stoppage victory for Petr Yan. I predict around the 4th or 5th round, most likely by TKO here. Now, as far as the betting odds, Petr Yan is a very slight favorite at a -135 to Aljamain Sterling at a +110. This is a pick'ems fight, and it's going to be an absolute excellent matchup, and I cannot wait to see it. I hope you guys enjoyed this deep dive prediction and breakdown. Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also, guys, follow my social media, Instagram, Twitter, and I'll see you all in the next video.